40 Uber Shapers. This is probably one of the cheapest Ubers to run, and at least in terms of expected returns, it should be very, very, very profitable. But the question is, do you get the Sublime Vision drop or not? So the cost for 40 Uber Shapers is about 2000 C, 10 C per fragment, so about 17.3D. If we do get the unidentified Sublime Vision, that thing sells for like 70 divines. But you could end up on the wrong side of that probability graph and do like 300 of these things and never get one. So other than that, Starforge can be worth like a little bit. Tides of Time can be worth a lot if that's the belt, if it's rolled well. Then there are Entropic Devastation, which sell for about 25C. Those are gloves. With quality, Rog will turn it into like 650,000 Thaumaturgical Dust. And then there's the Exocreation Helmet, which is pretty much worthless unless you get a good corruption. Then we're guaranteed a Fragment of Knowledge or Shape. Those only sell for 10C this league, which is crazy. Those normally sell for a lot more. Shaper's X can drop, Orb of Dominance can drop. But the thing we're going to be chasing is Sublime Vision. If we get this instant, massive, massive profit, if we can do like one Shaper every 5 minutes, we should technically, on average, be making about 50 Divines every 3 hours profit. If we can do it faster, which I think we can, then we can push that profit per hour up, but we're going to have to see what we get. So let's do this. Okay. If we can skip the ball phase, this will be really a lot quicker. So we want to try and bait him into doing a Kamehameha beam, and then we nuke him down while he's doing that.
Flash.
Frick. Oh! Okay, first one. That took 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So we said like 4 minutes. Oh! We got a Starforge, which is a lower drop rate than Sublime Vision and worth about 1/40th of it. Damn it. I want it so that I can push the flask when I need it. Like during the ball phase, I want to have my roomies up so I have better block shots. And then when I burst, I want to be able to push my damage flask so I have control over it. If you have that enchant, then you get to the boss and all your flasks are empty. This build's really good at like anything that involves single target or like generic tier 17 map strats. 69 and got 0. That is not nice. What are you playing, Kongor? Oh! Sorry. Just gotta get a towel quickly. 1 sec. Sorry. Sorry, King Kongor, but we're in profit. I am not identifying this shit. You're out of your mind. This thing is worth 70 divines. I'm not identifying it. Okay, well, we got one. We are officially 50 divs in profit. All right, Brown Mist Smeller will buy it and then identify it. So if it... All right, okay. We're doing this. All right, let's see it. So if it is a Purity of Fire one, it is worth like a mirror. And it was Wrath. Wait, my head's in the way. It was Wrath. This is worth 3 divines. And that is why we do not identify these things. So you do if you're very rich. If you're impoverished like I am, you keep. You gave me 1 divine too many. Okay. All right. We're doing these in like under 4 minutes now, man. Okay, let's do it. Oh, what's this for? Oh! It's a smoking crack maze. This is his lucky charm that he's giving to me. I'm honored. Thank you for the smoking crack maze. That's so dumb, but I love it. Ooh, Vanguard Belt. Come on, good roll. Ugh, that's gross. Uh-oh, we're in danger. Another one. Whoa, chill, bro. What the frick? Fraggy of knowledge. I feel like farming Shaper Uber Shaper is like self-torture. Only masochists will love it. You don't know anything about me. I think a slam's incoming. Alright, that was number 20. And it took us about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So this should take 2 hours and 40 minutes to do. This one's good. A 3-3 is... This one's worth about 7 divines. I'm going to list that and sell it as we go. But yeah, so like I said, these things are either worth like nothing and you just dust them, or they can be worth like 7 or 8 divines. Yeah, I can't tell any difference there. Should we do a 0 hero Scion? Or do we just do it on Elementalist again? To show people how it plays. That was your first mistake, Shaper. I get so excited every time we Kamehamehas. We sold out Tides of Time for 6 divines. Put it in the stash. There we go. We're almost there. Just another 15 to go. The thing that I find most confusing about Pile of Exile is that I'm like a god destroyer and then poles get in my way. And doors. Why do doors and poles not just explode in my presence? Or like when I use my lightning warp, which probably does a couple 100,000 damage, the door doesn't just explode. Destroyer of gods, but stopped by doors. I'm dead. Whoa, that was close. Like Austin's Son Chieftain. Oh! Another one!
Irrelevant!
2. People are going to be so angry in the YouTube comments. They won't know about the weekend that I spent. Oh, another one. 71 divines. No, I am not identifying it. What if it is, though? What if this is the one? It's sold. We're rich. Whoa. So many balls. Vanguard Belt. What roll did we get? Come on, 3-3. Life mana. That one is bad. That one is not worth anything. Cosmic Reliquary Key. Oh, that's a rare drop. This thing is worth 4 divines? So this will give us one of Shaper's, Uber Shaper's uniques. So we could get a Sublime Vision. We could get the helmet. We got the helmet. It's okay. It's still a shiny. I'll take it. I could, for the next one, try Wisps instead of Wed. It feels like significant more damage. I don't understand. And you can see them firing like crazy. Alright, well, it's a mystery. Give it a try, see how it feels. If it doesn't feel better, don't use it. If it does, do. Like there, it didn't feel like I was dealing as much. There, you can see them. I wonder if it is a proc rate or something, like something that's inconsistent. There we go. We got all our loots. Does anyone else not like quad tabs? If you don't like quad tabs at the start of getting old, I think you might be right. They just feel so tiny. All right. Well, oh, there's another pair. We're done. We've done all of them. And out of everything, we've got 18 of these helmets. We got 5 Tides of Time. One of them sold for 6 divines. It was a 3 life, 3 utility. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 of these, which all sell for like 35 C each or 30 C each. We got a Starforge. which we can identify. 440.95, 6. That's not worth a lot. It's worth about 2 divines. And of course, we got not 1, but 2 Sublime Visions. So on average, we would have expected 1 Sublime Vision, but getting 2, that was very lucky. So Sublimes, profit 138.7D, and it took us about 3 hours to run it. So 46 divines an hour. However, the thing to remember is, on average, you'll only get 1 Sublime doing this. So if you only get 1 Sublime, which is the average, you'd have 68 divines profit, which would be more like 23 divines an hour. And if you get no Sublimes, you probably lose money doing this. So it is a calculated gamble. You can go super dry, you get super dry streaks where you don't get any Sublimes, and it feels horrible because you basically just like, I don't know, Uber Shape is kind of a lame fight. So if you do get the average, it's super profitable. But for our test, I'll call this a great success. Oh, and just so you can see, 550,000 dust without quality. So that is why these guys are worth what they are worth.
Divine power! Divine power! It's launching, Exile. You're making me nervous.
I was just trying to, holy shit. That's like 100 divs. Dude, you know what it is? It's a smoking crack maze.